Oh! This is the hunt! I'm dead! Oh! Who? Don't move, don't move. Welcome everybody to Making Waves, the news show that talks about the good news, weird news, no bad news. We don't want to deal with the drama or anything like that here. Go ahead and grab your drinks, your snacks. We're going to go ahead and pray and we'll get started. Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for today. Please be with everybody that's going to watch this and bless them, Lord. And if there's anybody out there that does not know you, please help them to find out today. Lord, please be with me and help them to hear more of you and less of me. I pray all of these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Alrighty, everybody. The first thing we're going to talk about today is Ready or Not. It's on PC and console. It's about $50, I believe. It's a SWAT team simulator. It's very fun, very tactical. Some people call it a military simulator. As you can see in the clip, or you're going to see in the clips, it's very fun. It's multiplayer. It would be great to have a group of your friends just jump on and go through, and instead of killing people, you're trying to arrest them and collect evidence. I'm going to go ahead and stop so you can hear the rest of this clip and find out what's going on. God, that scared the crap out of me. Oh my God, that made me jump so hard. That hurt my shoulder. Oh. Alrighty, you guys, we're gonna go for a little bit on this one. In September of 2026, a Halloween video game is going to be dropping on PC and console, I believe. The game is made by both IllFonic and Gun. As you can see on the screen, those are a list of the games they made. And the reason we're going to go a little long-winded on this one is because, again, as you can see the games on the screen, most of those games they have either stopped support for or it's very extremely limited support. Friday the 13th is no longer up and running. The servers are shut down. You can download it and boot it up, but all your info, everything for it's gone. Predator, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Ghostbusters, they're kind of going the same way, pretty much going to be ending support or maybe adding a couple other things to Predator and Texas Chainsaw, but that's about it. They're just limited support on those. Arcadegeddon and Killer Clowns might get a couple of things, but limited support on those. Breach and Clear and Slasher, I think Gun is totally done with. And that just leaves Halloween. And the biggest reason we're going to go on this is because both companies have a habit of releasing the games, and for the first maybe 6 months, they do so well, and then they just completely abandon the games. It's horrible, and the people like Friday the 13th, I met 2 of my closest friends in the entire world playing that game, and it's devastating that it's offline and that we can't still play it. It was the only game that really gave Dead by Daylight a run for its money in the asymmetrical horror genre. Predator was kind of okay. Texas Chainsaw was more fun than Predator. Ghostbusters was really fun, but almost everything on there they just abandoned. And so, and the reason I'm saying all this is so that you guys can have that warning, say, hey, this is Gun and IllFonic. Yeah, we're all probably going to end up getting Halloween. But we need to be careful and we need to pay attention and make sure both companies don't mess us over the same way they did with Friday the 13th, Predator, or Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Personally, I'm looking forward to Halloween. There's already pictures and photos and screenshots of the game out. It looks really good. They have Loomis, Lori, and other survivors. They have Michael. There's a single player mode where you can play as Michael. I am honestly really looking forward to it, and I'm sure anybody that watches this or anybody that I've talked to about it, no matter what we say about Gunn and Ilphonic, we are all looking forward to it. Up next in our movie category is Rescued by Ruby. It's a movie about Daniel O'Neill and Ruby based on true events. He was a police officer who had many other achievements and accomplishments in the police field. But what he really wanted to do was be a canine officer. So what he did was he found out that you didn't have to have a German Shepherd in order to be a canine officer. So he went to the local animal shelter, and for free he adopted Ruby. But Ruby's super rambunctious. She loved the people at the shelter, so anytime she was adopted out to a new home, she was constantly sent back. Until she met Daniel. He was rambunctious, couldn't sit still, and if you watch the movie, the photo on the left, that's Grant Gustin with the dog that's playing Ruby. Great movie. Grant Gustin played the Flash in the Flash TV series. He does a phenomenal job, I believe, capturing the character of Daniel O'Neill. Daniel and Ruby end up becoming a canine team, and in 2017, in real life, they ended up rescuing a lost boy. That is portrayed in the movie. I highly recommend everybody see it. It's rated G or Y7, I think tops. It might be TV 14, but that's only for language. There's no nudity. I don't even think there's any cussing in it, but it's maybe for dramatic events or something like that is why it might be TV 14, but I'm pretty sure it's rated G. So I highly recommend it. Again, it's on Netflix. It's probably between an hour and a half to 2 hours long. Great film. The kids will love it. It's an animal movie. Go ahead, put it on, watch it, and then let me know in the comments here or on one of my social medias what you thought of the movie and what you think of Grant Gustin's job. Alrighty, up next in our films and TV shows and games category, guys, we have The Promised Land. The Promised Land is shot like The Office. It's on YouTube. It's shot like The Office, but it's about Moses and the Israelites after they leave Egypt. It's right after that. It's a very funny show. The comedy in it is, in my opinion, top notch. As you could see on screen, and I feel stupid because I didn't put the marquee on in Joshua's name, but I'm just going to leave it. I think they did a phenomenal job. I sent a message to my pastor. I said, hey, I want you to watch this because it's very funny. And while some stuff is factual and it's in the Bible, a lot of stuff is left open to interpretation. He said he's heard about the show and that it should be totally fine and to let him know how it was. I thought it was absolutely hilarious and phenomenal. One of the funniest parts to me is there's an Egyptian named Chisisi who escaped the parting of the Red Sea and disguises himself as an Israelite so that he can hide amongst them so they don't find him out and kill him. And there's only one person out of the entire tribe of Israelites that doesn't believe he's one of them. They do such a great job. And that's why I said there are some things that are left open to interpretation. I did not see the TV show The Chosen. I saw 1 or 2 episodes. One of the guys up here was in the TV show The Chosen. And my pastor and so many people that I know that saw The Chosen have talked so highly about it. And honestly, I highly recommend this show for everybody. I don't think there's any cussing or there's anything like that. There's no nudity. Nothing. It's just a funny take on Moses and the Israelites after they escaped Egypt. There are currently 3 episodes out right now on YouTube. This last current one, I think Moses went up to either get the 10 Commandments or he's going to get the 10 Commandments. I'm pretty sure he already went and got them, came back down, and then he went back up to the mountain. So yeah, guys, The Promised Land, I highly recommend it. Alrighty, y'all, bear with me as we start this news story, okay? You're going to hear me rifling through notes. You're going to hear other stuff going on around me. I do hope you guys are having a good time. Please sit back, keep drinking your drinks, eating your snacks, and let me tell you the story of Reggie / Mr. Terminator. There was a black swan named Reggie that was forced to relocate from Stratford-upon-Avon, England, for trying to drown local swans that are mute. The swan warden of the town, Cyril Bennis, said locals were excited at first by the presence of the black swan, which is native to Australia. The black swan, Reggie, got along with the other local swans when he first arrived, and the locals named him Reggie because of it. Bennis said everyone was coming to Stratford to see the black swan. I'm assuming they don't get, I understand it's native to Australia. I'm assuming they don't get very many different colored swans up there. Everyone was coming to Stratford to see the black swan. On the one hand, it was great. On the other hand, it caused a bit of nervousness in a sense because we didn't want it to settle in and we didn't want it to get too familiar with our mute swans, Bennis stated. Bennis changed the swan's name to Mr. Terminator after it revealed its true colors at nighttime. In the evening time, it had a different side to it. Listen, it was a nightmare, an absolute ruddy nightmare, he stated. The swan would attack the local male swans and try to forcefully mate with the females. Violence? Yes. Trying to drown them? Quite horrendous, really. But it's natural. These animals are wild animals and they're not ornaments. Mr. Terminator found a new home at the Dawlish Waterfowl Centre in Devon, England, where he will be with other black swans. Bennis said that Mr. Terminator fought tooth and nail when he was taken out of the water and didn't give up without a fight, period. The decision to relocate the swan made locals and fans angry. Bennis stated he's constantly asked why he moved Reggie, and he's worried that he's just going to become known as the guy that got rid of the black swan. Said Bennis, listen, I've learned my lesson with black swans. I've learned my lesson with the fact that once they've come, they're going. That's the news story for it, you guys. And I thought it was kind of pretty funny because, one, I didn't realize they had swan wardens in England. Two, I'm glad they did do something because it's obviously being hostile and aggressive, so they needed to move it. And instead of just getting rid of it or killing it or doing something horrible to it, they actually took it to a waterfowl center where it could be with other black swans. So kudos to all these guys. I hope Reggie, I'm going to call him Reggie, not Mr. Terminator. I hope he is doing okay, and I hope he's getting along with all these other swans right now. I hope the mute female swans and the local male swans have healed and are doing okay, and that everything is back to normal for them. Okay, guys, now is when you're going to hear the paper. I'm going to read you this one and then give my commentary on. Look at him. That's Lefty. He's so cute. He looks like the Ormuz from Palia. It's Palia. I think everybody calls it Palia. It's a free game on console and PC. Anyways, guys, let me tell you this news story about a miniature Scottish Highland bull on the loose in Connecticut. Lefty, a 3-foot-tall mini Scottish bull, is on the loose after escaping its home. On October 2nd, Lefty became spooked by another bull at the Sullivan Brothers farm in Franklin, Connecticut. Lefty somehow managed to squeeze under a barbed wire fence meant for bigger animals and escape. Since he's escaped, many residents have shared photos and videos of Lefty, some from as far away as downtown Norwich, which is 7 miles away. Kit Sullivan, owner of the farm, says he's very hard to find just because the weeds are taller than him and he's orange colored, so he blends right in with all of the leaves down on the ground. He's friendly, but he's still skittish around people and he doesn't really know. The owners are happy with the community's posts of sightings and they ask that residents continue to do so until he is returned home. I haven't done any follow-up. I will do a follow-up in next week's episode of Making Waves, letting us know if he was found, if he was returned home, if anything happened to him. I will definitely do a follow-up. I'll probably do it right after I get done making all of this. So yeah, guys, but my commentary on it is he was spooked by another bull pork baby. Look at him. He's so cute. Oh, he's so fluffy. He was spooked, he ran away, and I think other people are actually trying to help them catch him. I read a couple of other articles that stated stuff like that. Whether true or not, I don't know, but I do hope he's found and returned home safely, because look at that cuteness. Who wouldn't want to have Lefty? He's so adorable. Just look at him, you guys. I mean, look at those horns. Alrighty, you guys, this one is kind of short. It's the last news story. This one comes all the way from Japan. I know everything looks off-centered, but it's my fault. I just didn't do it right. Comes all the way from Japan, from Sora News. Okay, apparently the Burger King or the Burger Kings in Japan have released a new item that's just a hamburger patty. No buns, no toppings, no nothing. There are 3 ways you could order this, and they say, and apparently they did it so that you can actually taste the patty and taste the seasoning in the beef, which is rare in Japan because the patties are usually made mixed with pork and other stuff. So this is just plain seasoned beef. I like the idea. The only cool, or the other cool thing that I see and that I have on here for you guys 3 is there are 3 possible ways you can order this. And this is just the patty. You can order it plain with 3 different types of sauce. You could choose one, or you can have like a flat round disc of rice put on top of it. I think it sounds interesting, and I honestly think it would make food cost a whole lot cheaper if we took off a whole bunch of the filler. You know what I'm saying? Look at that 1 pound beef burger right there. It's just beef. It looks so good though. Alrighty, you guys, this is the last one. This is the last thing we're going to talk about in the video. This is about one of my absolute favorite movies. It is called The Lady in White. I grew up watching this movie. I just recently found out it is legitimately based off of an urban legend somewhere in New York, I believe. Oh yeah, New York, right there. It says it on that picture right there. I'm going to go ahead and read this picture for you guys, okay? The White Lady. Legends and lore. Grieving woman's ghost and her wolf-like hounds appear in the night mist, searching this roadside for her lost daughter. According to the urban legend, I can't remember exactly what her and her daughter were doing, or what her and her, I think maybe her and her hounds were out doing something, and something happened to her daughter, and she went in search with her hounds for her daughter. I can't remember the very beginning of the legend, but something happened to her daughter, and so now she searches for her. According to the urban legend, anybody whose path she comes across, like things happen to, she's not fond of them, she does things to people out of revenge for her daughter, especially men or males, because she believes that it was 2 farmers, I think it was, according to the urban legend, I think it was 2 farmers that took her daughter and did something to her. And so they came out, or they wrote the movie Lady in White, which those are on the left-hand side of the screen. It's such a good movie. It came out in 1988. It's about 2 hours long. It is absolutely phenomenal. They do so well. They're like, I don't think there's any nudity or really anything bad. I think the only thing might be some language, because it was in the 80s, so there's some racial slurs and there might be some cuss words. But it is a phenomenal movie. In the movie, it is about a girl that is taken and murdered by a man, and this little boy sees her ghost, and he has to figure out what happened to her and like solve that case. It's a phenomenal movie. I believe might be free on Tubi right now. I'm not 100% sure on that. I believe it is, though. I believe that's where I watched it last. I highly recommend it. I love movies that are based on true stories. I love movies that are based on urban legends, especially like this. Um, I can't say enough for this movie. All right, it is phenomenal. I think you guys will love it. I would not watch it personally with any kids like 8 years old or under, like maybe not even 9, like 10 and up, just because they might see the ghost and they might get scared of that stuff. But they do a really, really good job. There's a scene in the beginning of the movie where the boy in these photos over here gets locked. Like, you know how schools have coat rooms? You go into the coat room, hang up your jacket, and put like your lunchbox and your hat and stuff like that away. That's what he got locked in at the beginning of the movie. And that's where spoilers, that's where he's first introduced to her ghost. It is so good. There's the twist, like you think you know who did it, and then the ending happens, you're like, oh, okay. It's not a huge twist, but it's not exactly what you would really think it was. And one of my all-time favorite lines came from this movie. What does it look like? Ketchup? Great line. Absolutely loved it. You guys need to watch it. Free on Tubi.